I was about 4.5 years into my 5-year sentence. And, I really poured myself into education. I didn't graduate high school. And so in prison, I got my GED. I took several college courses, learned a trade. I read over 700 books. And one of the things I shared with the kids last week that I spoke at this middle school is they asked me what was most shocking when I got out of prison. I shared with them that what I was most shocked about is prison meant limited freedom for me, limited opportunity. And yet I reached out and grabbed and pulled in every single opportunity that I possibly could. Like I said, read over 700 books. And the thing that shocked me the most when I got out is how many people lived within their own self-imposed prison. Like there's so much more. When I got out of prison, there was so much more opportunity than I had access to within the prison, and I just couldn't wait to grab it all. And then as I looked around and I started rubbing shoulders with, just your average everyday people, I was shocked at how willing people were to stay in sort of their limited bubble, their limited circle. And so this really fascinated me, and I started to sort of study this. And what Shawn Achor found is the difference in most people. You've got pessimistic people and optimistic people. Most people default towards pessimism, or said another way, like skepticism, right? And the difference between pessimism and optimism is pessimistic people tend to see limited numbers of options. That really resonated with me because when I started my criminal career, it was really a product of limited mindset, victim mentality, and convincing myself that the only options that I had, the only viable options, were to do things illegally, right? Make money illegally. And the difference between pessimism and optimism is pessimism is you only see limited options. Optimism is you see more of the available options, right? So like it's a no-brainer. Which one do you want to default towards? Unfortunately, the vast majority of Americans default towards pessimism. And so Shawn Achor's research in his books are about how do you convert yourself? How do you change your mentality, your thinking, your emotions from pessimistic thinking to optimistic thinking? It really comes down to one word: gratefulness.